Brought to you by Penguin.
Clearing the Air, a hopeful guide to solving climate change in 50 questions and answers. Written and read by me, Hannah Ritchie. For Maeva. Introduction. Try to navigate climate change from the media and you'll get a daily dose of whiplash. Fossil fuels are going to destroy society as we know it, but the green alternatives are just as bad. Exploitative, expensive, and a threat to the wildlife that we're trying to protect. You'll find headlines along the lines of "Clean Energy's Dirty Little Secret" in almost every news outlet, from The Guardian, Wired, and The Economist, to the Wall Street Journal and Fox News. We're apparently damned if we do switch to clean energy, and certainly damned if we don't. It's no wonder people are left feeling confused and doomed about how to move forward. Faced with a seemingly unwinnable set of options, most of us seem to react in one of three ways. Some people do make the switch towards more climate-friendly alternatives, but feel chronically guilty about it. They constantly question their decisions and never feel like they're doing enough. This is no way to live, as I know from experience. Others become paralysed. They want to make a change, but feel lost in the noise of conflicting information. They're overwhelmed, indecisive, and end up sticking with the status quo, which is usually the least climate-friendly option. And finally, there are the backlashers, those who feel conned and lied to about the risks of climate change or the solutions we'd need to fix it. I meet and hear from these groups every week, in my inbox, on social media, from journalists and audiences at talks and book events. They're very engaged, but they're also very uncertain, and frankly often deeply defeated about our chances of getting out of this mess. What's most heartbreaking is that their vision of the future is so at odds with the opportunity that's in front of us. We could have a world run on clean energy, stopping climate change and giving us more breathable cities. We could build cities out of green cement and low-carbon steel, have comfortable homes, not too hot or too cold, and no one living in energy poverty. We could feed 10 billion people on a fraction of the land we use today, and without killing tens of billions of animals every year. The future is there, waiting for us to take it, or rather, build it. Climate change, and the energy, materials and food systems that drive it, is a massive but solvable problem. We already have many of the solutions we need. Others are still in the pipeline, but thanks to brilliant, tireless innovators, they're getting closer and closer to takeoff. You wouldn't guess it from public discussions, though. Newspapers, documentaries, podcasts, and commentaries are filled with misconceptions and in some cases outright myths that plant deep seeds of doubt about our ability to make progress. They claim solar and wind plants aren't that clean when you consider all of the fossil fuels that are needed to build them. That we won't have enough minerals to build solar panels and batteries. That rather than making our cities healthier, electric cars increase air pollution. The list goes on and on. This book is my attempt to investigate and answer the most important and frequent questions raised by these contradictory and confusing claims. It's a guide to help you navigate the minefield of information and to help you sort fact from fiction when it comes to the solutions we urgently need. For those who are trying their best but feel they might be doing the wrong thing or not doing enough, I hope it brings focus to the biggest actions you can take. For the confused and paralysed, I hope it brings clarity and inspiration about where we go from here. And while I don't expect to reach all the backlashers, those who have already turned cynical, there are always a few who are curious and open enough to listen. Ever the optimist, I'm happy to try. The structure is very simple. 50 burning questions and 50 straightforward answers. The answers are long enough to give a fuller picture and avoid the pitfalls of a clickbait headline, but only as long as they need to be to get the essential information across. Some questions have an extra things to bear.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?